Right. This is the zookeeper. And I'm probably out of focus, but that's okay. We're not here to see me. We are seeing my new unboxing, which is actually an unbagging because they're in bags, not boxes. And today we are going to introduce a pair of green mambas, Eastern Green Mambas from Africa. So these are one of the most deadly snakes in the world, and I'm going to try to be careful. So I'm going to let y'all watch as I do this, and hopefully I'll live through this. All right, so y'all sit back and enjoy. I'm going to give you a big old pair of scissors. I'm going to get my box full of mambas. And here they are. And there they are in their bags. And I'm going to take these bags out of the box. And I have all my tools. I have hooks and I have tongs. I have the things that I need if I need them. And I'm going to try not to get these guys riled up. I don't want them moving around if I can help it. But these are dangerous. And this is the boy. So this is a male. He's a smaller one of the two. And I'm going to get all in your way as I do this. But I'm going to put this bag up near the front. Well, maybe right here by that water bowl. And I'm going to lean it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that top off of both of those bags. And then slowly I'm going to pull the bag out and let the snakes out of the bag. And now we are going to introduce his wife. Oh, she is bigger. I can tell by the weight. And there this is. And this is, I haven't named them yet. So if y'all do some comments, whoever's watching this, and you can think of some really cool names for green mambas, let me know, and I'll figure out what to call them. Because I like to name all my animals. All my reptiles have names. So now I'm going to put her behind him. She's bigger. And I'm going to go ahead right now and I'm going to trim off her top. Now I'm going to trim off his top. Hopefully he's not, what is that? So you got to be careful, because snakes can bite right through bags. I just don't want to cut a snake. What is that bag right there? I'm afraid to touch it. Alright, part of the bag. Nobody's come flying out of there yet, because mambas are kind of fast moving snakes. So that's what I don't want. I'm going to go ahead and close these doors. Y'all might have to, I did clean them. And then I'm very carefully going to reach in there and try to get them to come out of that bag. Move my box out of the way. I'm gonna grab these ones right here. See what we can do about getting them out of the way without tripping over anything. I got a stool right here in the front. I'm gonna move this stool out, which I had to use while I was decorating the cage. So those mambas, I think, are going to look good in there, because they like the green mambas are arboreal, so they spend a lot of time in the trees. I'm going to close this one and open this one, and be very careful about how I do this. I'm already messing up the decorations. I see something. Right there. Now they double bagged them, so I may have just trimmed one bag and didn't trim the other. So I'm being careful about how I do this, because I believe that's exactly what I did. I did. So he's still in the other bag. I haven't trimmed that other bag yet. So let's get this other bag out of there. And you can see the green showing through the second bag in there. There he is. Alright. Now that I know that that's how they've got those put in there, I'm going to do the same thing to her. He ain't going nowhere. He's still in that bag. So I'm going to grab her out of her bag. Take her bag out. Her bag. Without upsetting her. I'm trying to do this without getting them riled up, so I'm doing slow motion everything. There she is. Alright. I'm going to do the same thing to these bags that I just did to that bag. I'm going to trim it. I like you guys, what are you doing looking at the back of my head, man? Don't be looking at the back of my head like that. Don't judge me. Alright. Now, very carefully, I'm going to reach up and grab the top of this one. You don't want to get anywhere near. I want to make sure that she's not near that top, because I don't want to cut her, or she's not up there. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the top of this off. And keep my eye on that very carefully. Now I'm going to trim him. Take the top off of his bag. Let me fix that decoration. I just messed up this decoration. Check like it was. They'll be able to mess it up themselves once they get out. So now I'm going to trim off his. Keep an eye on her at the same time. I'm going to make sure he's not near the top here where I'm cutting, because we don't want to cut him. Alright, he's not. Alright. Alright. And there they are. Now, I'm going to... I might just leave them in there and let them come out of the bags on their own. But it would make for a little bit more of a dull video. But safety first. Safety before entertainment. Alright? So that bag is aimed toward me, and I don't want it aimed toward me, so I'm going to point it towards the back. Then I'm going to grab it up here. See if we can get her to come out the back part. Right now they're staying nice and mellow. They're not moving around. So I don't think you're going to try to come shooting out of there. And there we have the female. She is in there. Now let's get her little old man. Yeah, she's not moving at all. She's being real still. That's a good thing. And let's hope that he does the same thing. And he, there, we got a bit. Ooh, look how pretty that boy is. Oh my goodness, and we are safe. All right. Got that done. And let me put a lock on this thing. I always like to lock up my venomous snakes. Are always gonna be locked. All right, I can see her looking around. So far, he's not looking around so much. She's not quite as green. He's a brilliant green. Wow, what a pretty boy. See, I haven't seen them yet. Yeah, I'm seeing them for the first time, just like you guys are. And thankfully, they stayed nice and mellow. But she is looking at me. She's noticed me. But she ain't worried about it. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. What gorgeous snakes. I'm going to have to move that camera so y'all can get a better shot at it. But the light's in a bad direction. Maybe see if I can get a flashlight. Get y'all some better light to see with. There we are. Alright, we got this one. Won't be too bright. Kind of like me, it won't be too bright. Okay, I'm going to take this off. Try not to drop my camera. Alright. We're going to try to get a better shot of these beautiful snakes. If it'll focus right. I'm not sure how it's going to focus. Now I'm going to be shaking. I drank a big old cup of coffee. I just finished it. Because I got these guys yesterday. You can see her in the back. She's looking at us. Hopefully this light's not washing them out. That might even be better right there. That light might be washing her out a little bit. Type of light that it is. That's her right there. She's beautiful. Oh, but look at that guy. Man, talk about green. But I haven't seen his head yet. I don't see his head anywhere. He's kind of not brave enough. He ain't come out to show us off yet. So we're still waiting on him. I'm just glad that went safely. You gotta be careful. These are one of the deadliest snakes in the world. If I get bit by this, depends on where it bites me and how it bites me, I may not have 30 minutes. It can kill me within the hour. They are deadly. They are kin, very, very close kin to the black mamba. Oh, about 60, 70 years ago or whatever, they used to be grouped in with the black mambas. They used to be all called the same thing. And then somebody separated them. They saw that there was enough difference between the two to make them into two different species, but they're super close. Very close cousins. These right here are the closest thing in the world to a black mamba, because they're both mambas, but these are not black. Well, black mambas, the reason they're called black mambas is because of their, I don't know if that's better or not. Not very good light, so guys, sorry. I'm gonna see what we can do about getting it just a little bit better. But they were grouped in with the black mambas, and then they got separated. And another difference between these and the black mambas is black mambas spend a lot of time on the ground. They do get in trees, but not as much as these guys. These guys basically stay in the trees. They don't come down on the ground very often unless they're cruising to another tree. And these also, believe it or not, are kind of like an ambush predator. Kind of like my puff adders or my gaboon vipers or the blood pythons, you know, the type of thing that sits there and waits for something to come by before it. Is that not focusing in on them? My focus ain't working very good on that, is there? We're going to try to get a little bit closer and see what we can see here. And see that beautiful girl there. What are we going to name that beautiful girl? See if we can get a focus on that. It's not. There we go. It should be focusing better. Trying to. What's really sweet is they didn't get crazy. It was a nice, gentle release. And these are not babies. I usually prefer to get babies if everything, but they're not very old. So they've got a lot of growing to do still. And they're not moving at all. So anyway, we've got some more videos coming up, because in the next couple, I'm going to let them settle in. And in the next few days, I'll feed them, and I'll make sure I videotape them eating. But I'm going to leave them alone right now. Let them settle in. So anyway, there's my introduction. If y'all can think of some cool names, y'all let me know in the comments. Alright, love y'all. Bye.